Have a new brand ambassador, Jerome. Ask Jerome to wave his hand so people see where he's at. There he
Thank
is.
you. Thank you very
Hi,
much.
And
Jerome. Hi.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Hi, Jerome.
Jerome
Welcome,
is from
Jerome.
France. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
today you're very welcome. Today we're going to be looking at the different turquoise, not only the natural turquoise, which is the Sleeping Beauty and the Kingman.
Facebook, I'm going to ask.
We're also going to be looking at some of the synthetics. So we're going to be looking at the um, duochrome turquoise, which is kind of interesting. It's part of the luminescent family. The cobalt teal, while it's not really a turquoise, it has that kind of same beautiful hue to it. Another one would be the ultramarine turquoise, the Sleeping Beauty, which is a natural, the cobalt turquoise, the phthalo turquoise, and the phthalo blue turquoise. And those are going to be kind of interesting. The phthalos, are, as you probably already know, are super, super staining. Not necessarily so granulating as the Kingman and the Sleeping Beauty. So there's going to be quite a few brand ambassadors doing paint outs with those today. And if you want to also paint along, by all means, please do so. And with that, I'd like to start with Giovanni. Giovanni, you want to start? So next week, we're going to be going over the pyrroles and the parylene, which are beautiful synthetics. And I think because I've been asked so many times, we'll briefly go over what is a synthetic and what is a natural, what is an organic, what is an inorganic, what is staining, what is granulation briefly. So maybe do all that within about 15 minutes. And that way, if you have further questions, you could bring those up and go over those at a later time as well. Okay.
Okay.
Look at that.
And start, John. Okay, this is all the tubes and the sticks and half pence squeeze me from the tubes. And the combination today is very, very fast. I tried to all the color with one of the most famous mixing with the quinacridone gold and organic vermilion. I'm starting with phthalo blue turquoise and gold, the beautiful and with the sticks, queen gold, for creating interesting green shade. And after, organic vermilion. The second is phthalo turquoise. It's more dark. Queen gold. In this case, the green is a little yellowish inside. The third is cobalt turquoise. Gold. The fourth color is ultramarine turquoise. In this case, try the organic vermilion before. for beautiful violet shade. And green gold after. For green gray. And the last is Sleeping Beauty, the beautiful Sleeping Beauty. Use wet on wet. Gold. Sleeping for this beautiful green shade. Okay, apply another bit of sleeping. Okay. Another color is Kingman Green Turquoise. Is Primatech. The point of gold. And the cobalt teal blue, one of my favorites. Oh, sorry. Cobalt teal is one most important because created with the red, the beautiful violet and gray shade. And the last color is I change my paper, the duochrome turquoise. Quite dry. And wet on wet. And applying this queen gold for the oh, another luminescent color, iridescent gold. With duochrome turquoise. And the last is one of unusual mixing duochrome with titanium white on sticks. For a silvering effect.
Those are cool.
And apply a little point of pink gold. And try, for example, another unusual effect on turquoise with titanium white. For example, the stronger Tale turquoise. Titanium white. A beautiful pastel tone. After this little point of pink gold or light green. It's a beautiful turquoise color chart, John. This is a tone gift from you. Thank you.
So welcome.
And thank you, John. Going to another brand ambassador for interesting mixing.
Can you show it on black one more time?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a neat effect.
Yeah, the duochrome turquoise is very, very beautiful color. And with titanium white, I have a interesting silvering effect. This paper is not good, but with beautiful paper, the effect is better.
Very nice. That bottom with the gold is really awesome looking.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Shall we bring in Sylvia's camera? I think she's ready, John. Sylvia tried.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sylvia, your mic is off.
Yeah.
Okay, can you
Yep.
hear
Can
me?
hear you now.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Now, I love the cobalt turquoise because I paint skies and clouds always with cobalt turquoise with transparent pyro orange. I'm going to show you what is ready here. I love this effect. It always separates. So I always mix cobalt, turquoise, French ultramarine, and a little bit of transparent pyro orange or pyro red, because always gives unexpected effects. So I love it. Also, to give contrast, I use a lot of turquoise. This is teal, cobalt teal, which I think is amazing to give contrast in everything. Here again, I don't know if it is close enough to show you, but again, the effect of cobalt, cobalt turquoise and transparent pyro orange. So it's very useful in my landscapes. And also, I love to paint with the luminescence in my birds. And here, it's very, very nice the effects that we have when I have cobalt teal blue. I always paint the feather of the birds, and on top, duochrome turquoise. It looks like the same, but it's not. The result is something like this. And if I add a little bit of turquoise, cobalt turquoise, then there will be granulation here, which I think is amazing when the texture dries. It's it's amazing, and it creates like this effects. Also here, cobalt teal.
Ah,
Cobalt teal with transparent pearl orange. It will also create texture and it's very beautiful effects. Also here, I mixed dual chrome turquoise, which is this one, with transparent pearl orange. And this is really amazing because what I have in the end is this gold shade of green. It's this green shade of gold. Sorry. But it's really amazing to play with these colors. It all opens and gives us unexpected effects. And I don't know if I showed you, but yeah, this one is phthalo turquoise. Phthalo turquoise. The water is beautiful because it's shining. Phthalo blue turquoise with queen gold. Look, it spreads immediately. I don't know if I will be able to show you a little bit closer, but it's like, you see, it's the paint is working for me. I always say that. I will try again, so I want you to see it opening. Expansion, right? Expansion, right? Always when I do my demos and I show what these colors are able to do, everybody says like crazy. I have a beautiful green here, and then a gold color, a green gold color, and the phthalo blue turquoise around. So I think these colors are really a beautiful surprise and accident. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Does anyone have any questions for Sylvia or for Giovanni?
Sylvia, the last one you showed, which is, yes,
It's
was
phthalo blue turquoise
phthalo blue turquoise.
and queen gold.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't it?
Whoa.
It's wonderful. It's so, my gosh. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have Ashley next.
Okay, thank you, Sylvia. Hello, Ashley.
Hello.
Thank you.
That was awesome, Sylvia.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome. Okay. So these are my swatch cards. Thank you. I make these little swatch cards so that I have a catalog of all my Daniel Smith colors. So these are just little pieces of watercolor paper. It's arches, in case you're wondering. And I just have these at the ready so that I can have swatches, so that when I'm planning a painting, I can just go through all my swatches. They're already ready to go, and I can pick my colors. So what I did was I actually redid a couple of these just so that I could kind of deepen them a little bit. You know, sometimes like if you add too much water, it's a little bit washed out and you're not getting the power of the pigment. So I did do a couple of these, but I wanted to go through them really fast. I added a couple colors in here that I consider turquoise, even though they may not technically be considered turquoise. So that's kind of this top row right here. So the first one is Primatech. So the Amazonite. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. So I love this color, and it is just stunning. There's just no words. And I often compare it to Viridian. And now Viridian is a PG. It's a green pigment, but I would consider these like a green leaning turquoise. For example, Kingman green turquoise, genuine, also Primatech, and fuchsite. And this one has a little sparkle, a little pizzazz, which is really fun. So there's our like greenish turquoises. And then, oh, also one that is not mentioned is cobalt green pale. And this is such an interesting color. This is one of those colors that I kind of compare to my teenage son. It's a little bit hard to wake up. You throw a little water on it and give it a minute, it'll wake up. So that's and once you get it's very subtle, and there's so many uses for colors like this. I don't know, I compare it to like Potter's pink and some of those kind of gummy feeling colors. If you guys know what I mean by gummy, you'll get it. But that one is such a cool color. And then I kind of call these the twins. So here we've got ultramarine turquoise and phthalo turquoise. And sometimes in mass tone, you can't tell them apart. But when you play with them, splash a little bit of water down, you start to see their personalities develop. And so right here, you can easily see the difference. This one has a little more green to it. And there was a question in the chat. I think Bob asked where I get my swatch cards. I just make these myself. They are like 3 by something. I don't remember. Super easy to do. Yeah. Yeah. Like 3 by 2.5. There you go. And then I have a corner cutter. I just cut the corners out. But I keep them in, it's literally my card catalog. So I have all my colors ready to go, and they are sorted by like yellow, red, magenta, that kind of thing. It just makes it really easy when you're planning out a painting. When you need your colors, you can just hurry and pull them out, and it's really fun. So, and then I have 3 colors left. So here's that Sleeping Beauty Turquoise Genuine. Oh my gosh, such a lovely color. And this one's kind of new to me. This is the phthalo blue turquoise, not to be confused with phthalo turquoise. You see how different they are? Very cool. This, oh my gosh. When Sylvia was talking about this color, you know how just sometimes there's no words for a certain color. It just speaks for itself, and I can't really put words to it. So beautiful. And the last one is our cobalt turquoise. And I did 2 layers of this one. So just so in case you're wondering, it is a more subtle color, but you can really deepen it by layering that one. Does anybody have any questions about these?
I do, Ashley. This is Carolyn.
Hi, Carol.
I missed what the lightest color one is up on the top, the third one
Lightest,
over.
this one.
Yes.
This is a Primatech color. It's fuchsite. I think I'm saying that right, John? Fuchsite?
Yeah.
And you can see it has sparkle to it.
Yes.
It's got that mica pigment. So it just adds a little something extra. But I consider it's in my card catalog. These are all in the turquoise section, just for me, because that's what I consider my turquoise selection. Anytime I need to paint oceans or water or skies that are turquoise, these are what I'm gonna go for.
That's
So.
really helpful. I'm going to try and get some swatches going too.
Great idea. They're really helpful to have. That way you don't have to, sometimes I plan out my paintings in my sketchbook, and I actually will swatch out my colors, which is great to do. But if you want to plan it out quickly and you don't want to have to sit and swatch, you'll have them ready to go. And then you can compare them side by side. If you're planning a painting and you need an ocean color that's green versus an ocean color that leans more towards blue, then you're going to be able to see them side by side and know which one to pick.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for letting me share.
I have always made a map of my palette, but I'm getting on your idea. Thank you.
Awesome. I love it.
Now we have Sabina. Thank you, Ashley.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Oh, Ashley, it's amazing to see your cards. I love them all. And
Thank
one
you.
time I want to look into your color book.
Oh, that would be great. I'll have to bring it to Bologna.
Yes. So we see us again. Here I'm mixing the turquoise with quina sienna. And all these are quina sienna. And here I have the phthalo blue turquoise, the cobalt turquoise. And you see, always you have a little bit brown inside. This is the Kingman green, more green, and a beautiful brown, and cobalt teal blue, and phthalo turquoise, ultramarine turquoise. This is the Sleeping Beauty. It's a Primatech color, and glitter duochrome. And so I think, okay, this blue I love to paint. And here, this is from an old cupboard, not an old cupboard, from a cupboard from IKEA. And there was some paper inside for the furniture, to save the furniture. And I take them up here. And so I have something to create the flowers. And I put on the blue, the phthalo blue turquoise, and a little bit quina pink. And so you become a wonderful full violet here. And here's the quina pink. And I go inside with the stick with cobalt teal blue here. And that's the green gold with cobalt, with the phthalo blue turquoise. And that is the jadeite genuine and green gold and teal blue. And I love this mix with the violet and the turquoise. And so your painting come alive. Thank you so much for sharing.
Wow. Thank you,
Very
Sabine.
nice.
That was amazing. You
Thank
said you
you.
pulled that out of like an IKEA cupboard? That's amazing. Way to think outside the box.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Or actually thinking with the box.
Right? Think outside the cupboard.
Beautiful, Sabine.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Who do we have next? Kathleen, are you ready? Ah, okay, we have Angela. Angela, your mic is off.
And we can't hear you, yeah.
Sorry, that's right. I said I don't have any swatches. I'm starting to paint with these colors. This is the Kingman Green Turquoise, this one here. It is a very light color. And this one is a Sleeping Beauty. I'm going to add a bit of quinacridone gold. Oh, and look what a beautiful green that is. I love it. But one of my favorite colors I'm going to paint now, I think the paper is drying out already with the central heating. Look if I mix it. How beautiful. One of my favorite colors is the phthalo turquoise. It is very strong, but so beautiful. Phthalo, just phthalo turquoise. And then I think that Ashley mentioned the phthalo blue turquoise. I'm also going to use that. Look at how beautiful and how strong that is. I can imagine our beaches in the summer look a bit like that. And this is the sand that is transparent under the sea. This could very well be our sea landscape. This one here. This one here. And now the phthalo blue turquoise. You see how powerful this color is compared to, for example, the Kingman green turquoise, which is a Primatech, and Sleeping Beauty is another Primatech. But they are so delicate. I love them. They are so, so delicate. You see all the greens that they make? They make beautiful greens. And I think if I want them a bit more powerful, I think I actually explained that you can layer them. So layering is a good solution. Now I'm going to use a bit of sienna. And realize that I don't clean my brush. I could clean it, but at this moment, now I'm cleaning it. And now I'll have pure sienna. Well, pure. A little bit of phthalo has remained. Again, a bit more pure sienna. I can get rid of the turquoise. More sienna. Can you see that well? Yes.
Yes.
Angela, did you say which paper you were working on?
No, I didn't. This is Bao Hong hot pressed.
Thank you.
Oh, Angela, I love this warm earth tones to the turquoise. It's wonderful.
This, yes, and this quinacridone gold I'm going to apply here again because I want to use the other turquoises that I have. I have cobalt teal blue. Do you think that it will look good with the cobalt teal blue? I think it will. Let's try. This is cobalt teal blue. Oh, I love it.
Juliet on Facebook said she loves the colors, Angela.
That's good. Yes. Because these amazing turquoises are fantastic. And you can make soft tones or very bright tones, a big contrast. And as you know, I like to work with a lot of water. So the color runs and does things. And now I'm going to use again the phthalo turquoise here in the angle. It's much stronger than the cobalt teal blue. You see, cobalt teal blue is soft.
Angela, Kathy in Facebook wants to know what kind of brush you're using.
Oh, this one is an Skoda 12, number 12, Ultimo. It means this is synthetic squirrel.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. And the last mix is with the red. Oh, It's very blue, this red. Let's see. This red is organic vermilion. Mixed with, now I'm going to use a little bit of, what is the name? Phthalo blue turquoise. And let them all mix. There was sienna here, this quinacridone gold, organic vermilion, and this, I cannot remember, I think it was Sleeping Beauty, or here it was Sleeping Beauty. This is one of the phthalos. Yeah. So
Look at the upper corner, what it's doing.
this one, right?
Yeah, it's mesmerizing.
Yeah, that's the surprise of these when you let them run.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I like these unpredictable effects. Do you?
Yes, me too. I don't usually end up getting to paint the painting because I'm too busy playing with the paints.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Letting me share. Any questions?
I'm looking forward to seeing this when it's dry, Angela, to see how all of those beautiful mixing colours separate in the dry stage.
That's it. It changes. It's different. When they are dry, they are very different. And I don't know if it was supposed to be granulating, but it is. The Kingman green, Kingman turquoise genuine here. So beautiful, this color, so delicate. And so when they dry, they, as you say, Caroline, thank you very much for pointing that out. The colors separate. Colors just separate and mix and everything at the same time. Here, I want to wet it a bit because I don't want the effect on the dry paper. You think it's a lot of color, probably. A lot of water, sorry. But I don't mind. It's like a river. A turquoise river. Can you see it? Yes.
It's hypnotic.
Yes.
I think the watercolor is the only medium that kind of does a dance for us. It's kind of like a performance as it dries.
Yes, and before it dries, even more. Now I put something underneath. And look, should I stop it? Do you think I should stop this from happening?
Don't lose that middle section. It's gorgeous.
And the red is dripping down as well.
Okay, now it looks like a dinosaur. I don't know if everybody's
This
seeing
one,
that.
yes, true. Yes. That is true. We don't want a dinosaur.
Oh, that's cool.
Dinosaur toothbrush.
Yeah, that's another important thing. I'm going to show you something. I will use my toothbrush. You see, my toothbrush. I will dip it in the cobalt blue turquoise, and I have to wet it a little bit, and then see what happens. I'll sprinkle on it.
Angela, now I understand how you keep your tooth so white.
Exactly.
So
You
you're
didn't know
brushing
my,
the
you
teeth with
didn't know my
watercolor.
secret, right? You didn't know my secret. And it explodes, you see? I will do the same thing with the quinacridone gold. I think I have some left. Yes.
Your sweater matches your painting.
Excuse me?
Your sweater matches your painting.
Ah, my
I
sweater.
loved it. Yes.
I just wanted to say that the same.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it goes so well with your.
Quinacridone gold. Look how it explodes here. Wow. So that's something we can always do. Use the toothbrush and look for surprises. I haven't used, I will do a little bit of burnt sienna.
Angela, do you have any isopro alcohol?
No, not here. But
No.
no. But on alcohol, I don't know if it will have any effect. What will have an
Yeah.
effect is soap. Soap, yes.
Yeah, no, alcohol will. You can even use vodka or gin.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, now we're talking.
This is watercolor cocktails are made with watercolor.
Yes.
The alcohol itself evaporates, of course, out of the paper, but the interesting mark is left by the alcohol push on the color, and it leaves quite a interesting mark.
Look, here I had a bottle, but it's empty now. I'm sure. I don't know if I drank it or what. But it was water with diluted with alcohol diluted with water.
Angela, we have a question on Facebook
Yes.
from Lindsay Platt, and she's curious about what are you aiming to achieve? And I will follow that up and hope that you will share with us a little bit about your philosophy about how you play with the color. Thank you.
Yes. My philosophy at this very moment is to trust the process. So there is no aim. I let it happen. And then I can decide later. So I will see what happens on the paper. I will trust that it will have an effect that I will like, which doesn't always happen. But I'm not so concerned about the outcome or what I can do with that, because I know that I am able to do something with it, or else I like it the way it is. So it's not a process that I control. The thing here is about control. Here I don't control so much. You see, it's letting go of control. So that's why I don't mind. And it's not that I want to achieve. What I want to achieve maybe is something that is pleasant to me, to the eyes, and that inspires me. Because, like Anna said, there is a dinosaur here. Maybe here you can invent a mountain. Here you can see something else. And that is exciting, not having everything given to you. It's not, that's what I like about this type of painting. It allows me to travel into it. It allows my imagination to go and figure out things. And then maybe I will think, oh, this could be a desert. So I will underline that shape. Or this could be the rocks in our coast. And I will, once it's dry, maybe I'll apply some, okay, now let me do it now. Let me do it now. I have this this pen knife, is it called pen knife? Should be with a darker color, but let's see, for example. So I am not attached to what there is. You see? Let's say this, even though it should be darker. But this,
Angela,
yes.
the first of those siennas you put down, was that raw sienna or was that a specific sienna?
This
like
one?
Raw sienna?
On the palette knife?
No, but the first mix that went down along with all of the turquoises, that was a sienna, but
this one was quinacridone gold.
no. Right where you put what you just put on, under that
was sienna.
That was sienna. Okay, raw sienna.
Raw sienna, yes.
Very good. Thank you.
Welcome.
It's starting to look like an aerial view of the Great Barrier Reef.
Oh, does it? Does it look like that to you? Could be. And this could be the transparency of the water, right?
Yes, from up in the air looking down, it's incredible, the watercolors and the different depths.
Mm.
And the outcrops of corals give little blooms in color here and there amongst the water.
So here we have two rocks already. Well, they are not as nice as your rocks, Caroline.
Lots of practice.
Yeah. So this is our coral reef, according to Caroline. I like that idea. So I would never have been able to guess that unless I let the water do its job.
And that's the beauty of watercolor, isn't it?
Yeah.
That it is unexpected, and the water is doing half the work for us.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Thank you, Angela.
Thank you.
And Mark, how about yours? Oh, those are neat. Are those
Yeah.
solar systems?
3 of those.
Those are cool.
Yeah. So I mixed a few colors. I love the turquoises, and especially the new one to me, the phthalo blue turquoise. I use them fairly often in my landscapes, looking for something that's quite strong, because the phthalos are quite strong, and also then the natural ones, because they granulate and they complement other colors very well. So I'll run through these. I've done quickly today. This one is phthalo turquoise with carbazole violet, and when they get together here, you get a beautiful blue. I don't know if it comes through here, but you get a nice deep blue turquoise, quite unique, quite nice. On this one here, this is the phthalo blue turquoise mixed with a Primatech to get the granulation effect. And whenever you take a nice strong transparent color with a nice strong granulating natural color, or you can get these lovely effects. The way I do these is I do use a bottle of alcohol and spray it on to get the nice effects. Then on this one here is Twin Burnt Sienna. That's with Sleeping Beauty turquoise. Again, nice natural earthy colors. And I was looking for colors that are complement and match the values of the turquoises. So that's why I think the Sleeping Beauty and the Quin Burnt Sienna. The Quin Burnt Sienna can get quite strong, but if you mix it quite nicely, you can get this beautiful natural tone. And also looks quite cosmic as well. And again, here, this is Kingsman's Turquoise. And then also a nice similar value. I chose Montamiata Natural Sienna. It's quite yellow and nice and strong, but when you get down to here, the greens and the granulation of the Kingsman, that mixes quite beautifully as well. So when I see these, I think of them as gemstones because yeah, they're nice and bright and vibrant, and that's what I look for, and that's what I like.
Mark, they look like cosmic, like Andromeda galaxies or something.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
That's great. Thank you for showing the alcohol. It's interesting what effects it leaves.
Yeah, you can see it very clearly on this one here. What I always actually use it double ways, not just for a different granulating effect, but when you use alcohol through the process, you manage to get the paints to flow in different ways, and then they mix together. So even if you don't have the final result of the alcohol mix, you can use the alcohol as a manipulative way of mixing the colors.
Wow. Mark, I have a 3-page document titled Mixing Recipes, and most of them have come from you. So your name is next to the ones that came from you. So thank you.
Yeah. I spent too much time doing this, so you're welcome.
I love it.
It's fabulous, Mark. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You can never underestimate the importance of playing with your color. And all those mixes can never be found unless you take the time to play with the color.
Angela, we can show Kathleen. I'm sorry.
Not here now.
Oh, she's not here.
No, she's disconnected
Okay.
at the moment. Sorry.
God, those are so different. Angela's is beautiful. Giovanni, I love your colors. Mark's is, spatial. Sabina's, all different, all beautiful. So very.
We have a follow-up question on the Facebook side, and I'm glad Sherry asked this. Sherry asks, can you explain how you use the alcohol? Can you go through that again, Mark? You said you applied it in a variety of different ways.
Yeah.
Thank you.
One way I use it is I do use it with the spray. When it's a very wet mix, I use a spray, and it creates the dotted effects in the colors, but it's alcohol, so it will evaporate, and then if it's too wet, and all the paints will just return to the normal way they mix together. But if you use the alcohol and then you manipulate the page and use gravity to move the paint around, then it's going to move around the alcohol, and that creates a mixing effect that's quite interesting to use. And then the other way I use it is when it starts drying, and you have to be very selective when it's the right time to apply it. Then you can get the mottled effect that the alcohol will stay and the paint will move around and dry around it. So those are the two effects that I generally use the alcohol for.
I think you have to show us because it's difficult to understand. Well, for me. So.
Yeah, maybe I'll do something next week if that's all right.
Be great.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining today. Thank you for all your questions. I know I like questions, and I'm sure all the brand ambassadors like questions. There's no bad question. They're all good. Thank you, Anna Marie and Angela and Ashley, for bringing over the questions from Facebook. I certainly appreciate that greatly. I hope to see all of you tomorrow. If not, I wish you a great weekend. Thank you. Thank you for joining, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, John.